Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of September 10th, 2023. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from a picture-perfect morning in Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And I'm posting the pod a little later than usual today because it's race day in Bozeman. My son Tice ran a personal best 10K time this morning, and our friend McKenna won the half marathon. So congratulations, McKenna. And now this is the week that we gradually start to gain clarity and feel like we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that is thanks to a lovely new moon on Thursday the 14th, and then Mercury ending its retrograde, yay, and going direct on Friday the 15th. So we are coming out of the retrograde season. Slowly, over the next couple of months, the planets that have been retrograde start to go direct one by one. So last week it was Venus, this week it's Mercury, in 3 weeks it's Pluto. This is also the last new moon of summer, before the equinox and before eclipse season begins, which means that it's setting the foundation for the changes that are coming. And while we still feel pretty stagnant from all that retrograde activity, this new moon is a turning point, and it's preparing us for change. And this change happens slowly, and that's a good thing. By moving slowly, we feel more adjusted, we're better prepared, and we're more accepting of our situation and what's to come. So on a practical level, we can channel the energies of the Virgo New Moon to plan, to create a schedule and get organized in our lives. We can use its energy to take a methodical and practical approach to all that we need to get done. So this new moon in Virgo is here to help us get our shit together. And we need it. Every month we get a new moon that gives us a fresh start. And the Virgo new moon is one of the most powerful opportunities we have to reset and refocus. Virgo is all about getting organized, fine-tuning our schedules, and focusing on self-improvement. And because Virgo also rules the 6th house of health and routine, this is the time to focus on wellness. And there's an extra focus on recharging your batteries after the intense summer we've had, and before all the changes that happen this fall when the planets go direct and the eclipses are here. So once again, this is our chance to get organized, to get back on track, and get it together. You already know what you need to do. This is the time to actually do it. And this new moon happens hours before Mercury begins to move direct again. This Mercury retrograde in Virgo has been holding up a magnifying glass to our wellness, to our daily routines and our inner balance. So it's a really good time to reflect on how you're caring for yourself, both emotionally and physically. So we're in the midst of a series of new moons that go all the way back to that new moon in Taurus in May that are all in alignment with the unpredictable planet Uranus. This is the planet of miracles, the planet of surprises and possibility, the planet that even has the capability to show us glimpses of the future and what could be. So whenever Uranus is strong, like it is now, we can feel a little rattled or unsure of the future. And uncertainty doesn't feel good. We don't like it. We're creatures of habit. We do the same things over and over. We create routines. And of course, routines can be great. They help us remember things. They're comfortable and familiar. But over time, what once served us so well can also get us into ruts. So this new moon is our opportunity to break out of our old routines and create new ones that serve us better. This is the time to step out of your comfort zone. We've outgrown how we used to do so many things in our life. And this new moon is our opportunity to fine-tune our lives and put new routines in place. So over the next couple of weeks, intentionally do things differently. Drive a different way to work. Go to a different grocery store. Try a new recipe or restaurant. Try a new workout. Trying something new opens us to all kinds of possibilities. Stretching beyond what's familiar is really good for us. Also on Friday, Rosh Hashanah begins. And Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year. And it's been celebrated for over 1,000 years. And we know that the longer that something's been celebrated and honored, the more that energy affects us. Rosh Hashanah is also a time to start anew, to recreate ourselves, to find our authentic selves. So we are inundated with fresh start energy at the end of this week. This fresh start energy is preparing us for fall, which officially starts next week. So in Ayurveda, the transition from summer to fall is one of the hardest. And the transition begins 1 week before the fall equinox and it continues for a week after. So it's only 2 weeks long, but it's a critical time for our health. Like the days are still warm, but the nights are getting cooler. Leaves are turning colors, but they haven't quite fallen yet. Changes in the air, yet that change hasn't fully happened yet. And because seasons don't change overnight, nor should we, this process is meant to be gradual. So where we are now is in the blurry space that is no longer summer and yet also not yet fall. And this is the time we want to start adjusting our bodies, our minds, and our souls. So rather than try and maintain that high energy of summer, this is the time to slow down, get organized, and get some structure in your life. We're moving from the Pitta season of summer to the Vata season of fall. So to help keep our Vata balance, we want to start moving away from raw foods and salads of summer and eat more root vegetables, more sweet potatoes, more pumpkin, more squash, more hearty soups, and less dairy. I'm sorry to tell you, this is the time to start cutting back on the ice cream. It also helps us to transition by keeping to a regular routine, especially in sleeping, waking, and eating. We're adopting a more slow and steady lifestyle. And of course, this also aligns perfectly with a new moon in Virgo, which is all about starting a new routine, getting organized and getting structure in your life. So I have to say, I love every week when I do this podcast, how everything is in such perfect alignment. If you ever doubt that the universe has our back and is supporting us for the highest good, just pay attention. Pay attention to how everything aligns and works together. It's truly magical. So this practical new moon is lovely. Yeah, it's more practical than spiritual. This is the time to do the work and prepare for fall and get ready for the eclipse that's going to rock our world in October. And that's it for the week. So this is also the last week of my 50% off fall sale. All appointments, gift certificates, and packages are half off. This is the lowest price all year. I do have lots of coaches that give sessions with me as a gift to their clients for the holidays. I have to say I love being a gift. And this is the time to stock up on those. So I will put a link to the sale in the show notes, and you can always go to my website, Abundology.com. So as always, thank you for listening, liking, subscribing, and sharing this podcast with a friend. Happy new moon, everyone, and I will talk to you again next week.